All right, so I'm Chapo. Um, I am one of the GMs of the trifecta. I should say it's a quadfecta now. With I got two of my favorite GMs here, Alex Newton and Matthew Gillum. Um, Matthew has shattered Shattered Plains, and Alex runs the Adventurers Nexus. And so we're gonna play a two-player game tonight with our characters, and I'll go ahead and let them introduce themselves. Whichever one of you guys want to go first. Matt.
I was eating a butter tart.
I believe Alex spoke first.
God damn it.
Okay.
I'll be playing Cassandra Haloheart, female protector Asimar, and paladin under the Oath of Devotion. She stands at 5'4" feet tall, weighs 120 pounds, has golden, long flowing hair, and silver skin. She is mostly person who resorts to talking first, but isn't afraid of getting her hands dirty. Her main difference from everyone else is that her feat is Charger. And she wields primarily a very well crafted Viking longsword and her full plate.
Nice.
All right, everybody. I am Matthew, and I will be playing Belden, who, for a visual, if you can imagine the non-Disney version of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, cross him with the Elephant Man, and then you got some idea of what he looks like, and he has a nasty personality to match his looks. He believes in giving the world everything it puts on him, and then some. But he is willing to help people when they need it. And he is a druid. Circle of the Moon druid. So he's going to change into some aminals.
Sweet. So, shout out to Angie. I know she's watching. I wish she could play, but I know why too. That's cool. So, Cassandra and Belden, you two, for whatever reason, are sitting in the inn talking. And an official comes in town. Or actually, no, excuse me, a courier comes into town. And comes into the tavern, looks around, sees Cassandra in all of her vestments and the way she looks like, and walks over to you, hands you a letter. He says, you look like you're in charge, somewhat. Here you go. And then he leaves.
Sure.
So you open it up, and inside, of course, is a letter addressed to. Let me get me a paper pad out so I can write all this down so I'm not forgetting what I'm supposed to be doing here.
I mean, I really shouldn't be reading this letter, but I mean, I'm already opened it.
Yeah, better you than me.
Holy shit, where'd you come from?
I've been sitting here the whole time.
He's been talking to you for like half an hour, and you just noticed him. No.
Is there something wrong with you? I mean, besides the silver skin and the moon face.
I'm sure you would know a few things about Moonface.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is that The moon has less craters than you do.
Yeah, and my ass has fewer cracks than the lines on your face, you old hag. Okay, I think I just heard my wife fall off.
I
the
think
chair
I
in the
did too.
living room.
I thought I heard her giggle. Which is awesome. Dude. So gotta get your wife in a game with us. One of these
Oh,
days.
she wants to play. Just
I
gotta
know.
find good days.
I so enjoyed playing with you guys the other day. That was so fun. Anyways, so you open the letter and it says, "Dear Mayor." Oh, it doesn't say dear. It says, "To whom it may concern, your new town has put pressure on the trade routes. We wish you to come to Rhine to discuss particulars since you are new to the area. We will await your counsel." Jeff from Slingskin. That's his name.
Oh,
Yeah, I made a name that just sounds like an asshole too. So
I'm sure he's pleasant to be around. And I just kind of close the letter like it's gross now.
yeah, it's a little sticky too. But yeah,
Oh,
it's what
he even
paints.
used too much ink.
Right. Uh, so, you know that Rourke is in his office, which is 25 feet away. And you can hear him in there talking to his secretary. He sounds like he's wigging out because there's just so much shit to do, and he doesn't know which way to turn. But finally, he tells her something, and then she walks out to the bar, and she asks the bartender to give him a double shot of the hard stuff, and he's like, "It's kind of getting earlier and earlier for this, isn't it?" And she's like, "Well, he's got a lot to deal with." He's like, "All right." So he pulls out a little sifter, pours about 3 fingers of it of some good dark liquid, hands it to her, and he says, "Have fun dealing with that one." When he's shit faced, she's like, "Yeah, I know." She she turns her head to the right and regards you two. Cassandra, um, hello there, Mr. Belvedere. Um, she's like, "What's your name again, dear? I don't remember it the whole time. I'm sorry."
You said it.
Is
Cassandra.
Bill? No, I'm referring to the gentleman here, which she's trying not to look at him because it's like visibly like hurting her face, but
Oh.
Belden will get up and kind of step in front of her, and as she tries to avert her eyes, he'll just kind of sidestep in front of her. Back and
fine.
forth.
She locks eyes. She locks her eyes with your one good eye. She's like, "Hello, it's Belvedere, correct?"
Belden.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
No
Good day to you.
apologies necessary.
Good
Pleasure
day to you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes. Yeah. So, it's like, well, good day. Just want you all to say hi all to you. And that.
Do you need any help in there?
Oh, well, Rourke always needs help. But I saw a courier come in. Do you need help? You seem a little confused by when he handed you the letter. And she looks at it, and it looks official. She's like, "That looks official." But you do have a presence about you.
Okay, sweet cheeks. Just go take him his drink. We'll take care of it.
She's like, well, they are sweet, but that's for my husband. She gets a little red on her cheeks, and she walks away. She seems to swish her ass just a little bit more for you. And then she like stops, shakes her head, and then she walks straight as if noticing what the hell she was doing and for who.
Almost like they like me around here or something.
Like a good scented wax candle, the bartender says. But you seem to be a personal person once they get past the exterior. No offense.
And not my fault. I was born like this, and you were born without any tact.
Oh, I have tact. I just know you talk shit, and so I'll talk shit back. But
I know, that's why I like you. That's also why I tip so well.
exactly. Another drink, sir.
I'm good, but I'll toss him the silver anyway.
Ah, thank you, sir. So, you have the letter. What do you want to do?
Well, we should at least tell Rourke that we're going.
Okay.
Fine, I'll go tell him we're going.
Fine. I open the door.
All right. So you both you both walk into his office.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Belden will waddle his stumpy ass in.
She looks up and she's like, "Eep," and she kind of goes back into doing her duties or whatnot. She's like, "He's through there," and she doesn't look up, and she just points. And you walk in, and of course, you know, whenever you go into Rourke's office, there's always piles of papers and everything everywhere. He's the most unorganized gnome that you've ever met. But he knows where everything is. And you come in, and he says, Cassandra and Master Belden, correct?
Yeah, good job. Somebody got my name right for a change.
Yes. How can I help you?
We just got a letter. We're going to go take care of some business for you. Don't worry about it. We'll be back later.
It's like, can I look at it real quick?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's your town. Hand him the letter.
Well, it's our town, but I understand what you're saying. So he looks at it, and you can see he's like visibly like pressing his fingers against the paper, like he's feeling it sticky, and he's like, oh. He reads it, and like at first he's kind of got his eyebrows up, and then they start furrowing a little bit more. And you see he kind of
If you
crumbles.
ain't careful, your face will stick like that, and you'll end up looking like me.
He's like, Master Wax, I understand what you're saying, but this letter seems very untactful and sounds like the gentleman on the other side of this is an asshole.
Yeah, well, what better way to handle the situation than send one asshole to take care of another asshole?
He's like, oh, you two are going to go?
Well, you seemed already pretty busy.
Well,
And the guy gave her the letter, and I was just sitting at the table talking to her, although she was ignoring me. How can you ignore this? And he points at his face.
And then he kind of looks at Cassandra, and he's like giving you that like sorry look, but he's like, okay. He's like, I understand. And
why are you sorry? I wasn't hearing anyone.
he says, all right, but and then you see he's visibly like starts shaking. He's like, and he has like this little epileptic like shake, and he's like, sorry, that happens whenever I get a little stressed.
I'll reach over and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Don't scare the man.
He feels it. He's like, thank you. I needed that. He says, yes, please go. Please. He says, there's horses in the stables. Tell him I said you can grab some. Here.
No need to worry. I can summon my own horse.
Okay. And he pulls out he opens a drawer and he pulls out a little sack of coins and he says, here, expenses in case you need to stay there or bail money or whatever.
Actually, now that you mention it, I'm really glad you're offering me this.
Yeah, there's 500 gold in there. He says, if you have any other problems, just send word and I'll get together some of the adventurers from your group and send them your way.
Understood.
He says, he looks at you and he's like, thank you for going. I appreciate this. He looks at Belden and he says, thank you for going with her. You're doing me a
No problem.
favor.
Can't let Moonface get out of my sight too far.
Right. He says, well, I got to get back to this stuff here. He starts like scribbling on a piece of paper. And you tell there's like no words that make any sense on there. But he's just trying to look busy.
All right, farewell. Let's go.
Very well. You walk out of the office and you hear him have another episode. And
That man really needs to see about getting himself checked out.
it's like, oh, he's been checked out, and even though he's a cleric himself, he can heal himself, but I don't think what he has can be healed. I think it's up here. And she points to her noggin.
That's funny. I didn't think he was that bad looking.
Oh, well. He has mental problems sometimes.
Oh, well, don't we all?
Yes. You have a good time. Be safe.
Yes, we so thoroughly enjoy politics.
Well,
Don't
I've
go
come
wrong.
to the conclusion in life the best way to handle politics is you hit it with a very large stick.
Yes.
Speaking of stick, do you care if I dip into the gold there and get me a nice club on the way out of town and maybe a shield?
I mean, yeah, we can stop.
Well, before you do that, go visit Revjack because he's been smithing with his other two smiths at Hammer Strikers and his own personal forge in his house. He might just have that stuff for you if you check. At least a shield. He doesn't really deal with the wood stuff, but he'll have a shield.
It ain't got to be nothing fancy. I'm just going to cast Shillelagh on it anyway.
Okay. So if you guys head down to Revjack's house, and of course, you knock on the door. Jenny answers. She's like, "Oh, hi. Are you here for Revjack?"
Yes, Miss Jenny. Can we see Revjack, please?
Oh yeah. Just she points. Go out the back door. He's back there with Grant and Zarzuelis. They're back there working. So
Thank
you
you.
head out. Yes. She nods to Cassandra and
Thank you for the other night.
oh yes, of course. I have no idea what she says hi. So you head out the back, and of course you come out to the back, and Revjack's pounding on another freaking two-handed sword. That was just about made. And even though it's still all black and charred and everything, it still looks like a beautiful piece. And the other two guys are working on their own smaller forges. He's like, Cassandra, Belden, how can I help you?
He's looking for a large stick.
Large stick.
Yeah, I'm looking for a club and
Ah.
a shield.
He's like, well, he looks over to Grant. He's like, hey, weren't you making some clubs the other day? And he's like, yeah, they're over there in the weapon rack storage room. And you look over, and of course, there's this like 20-foot by 20-foot shed with double doors. He says, go in there. There should be anything you need, pretty much. I'm just kind of getting some volume up before I start. Well, once we start getting trade in here, I got a lot. Anyways, go in there. It's in there. Go for it. So you walk in, and there's probably got to be about 200 weapons in here, ranging from everything: lengths of chain, shields, armor, just about anything you need. So there's 3 clubs in there. 2 of them are regular size, and 1 is a great club. And you find 10 shields in varying sizes and with different crests and other stuff and designs on them. There's a couple wood ones, metal. Find a mithril one. Just varying types. So,
just a standard's all I need. Nothing fancy because I don't normally use them.
Right. Well, even the standard one looks really well made, like above average quality. And the club itself, they're really nice clubs. They've got metal bands over the top of them, and when you grab it, the grip has got some really good deer skin on it, so you can grip it really well. And it's got a loop on it. They even got some belt hangers in there also.
I pick through the stuff and try not to get the most spectacular thing, but just a good serviceable weapon is all I'm after.
Yeah. You hear from the distance, "Get the best one. Hey, don't bullshit me." You hear Rev Jack yell.
All of them are the best ones, you giant goofball. You made them.
He's like, "Yes, I know this."
So I'll get what's serviceable for me, and we'll worry about the rest later.
Yeah, so he walks in, grabs the mithril shield, shoves it at you, and grabs the club that's better than the one that you picked, and he shoves it at you. He's like, "All right, go get."
I really don't need the mithril shield. All right, I'll take it.
I know you will.
I'll pay you back for this later. You know that, right?
You already did. You're here.
Oh, that wasn't what I meant.
Well, that's not what I meant either, but you came with a lot, and I won't have you going out with shitty stuff. He looks at Cassandra. He's like, "Nice sword."
Thanks. You made it.
He's like, "I know." He says, "Maybe we can get Throak to enchant that one of these days. Give you a little extra oomph."
Actually, that'd be nice.
It would be. Once I can get him to stop making buildings. Actually, could talk to Jenny about that. Maybe she could do that for you.
Well, we do actually have important business, so we should probably get going.
Right. I got stuff to do too. So he goes back to pounding metal. And you guys head out. Jenny says bye.
I'll cast my... Well, actually, since I cast it last time, I will call my Celestial Warhorse and we can ride to where we need to go.
Okay. Is he riding with you? Or are you just going to pick
I
up a
would
horse?
rather pick up a horse of my own if you don't care.
All right.
Too much contact with Moonface and I might go all gaga.
That you might. Okay. So, you guys head out of town. Of course, there's the potion shop or anything like that if you need anything else.
Yeah, I'm way too broke for that.
I have so many potions.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, you head out of town. You get on the road, and so it's probably about 9-ish about now. And so by the time you hit Rhine, the town in question. It's probably about 1 in the afternoon. Now you come up to the town. Of course, they have guards at the gate. They halt you. Say, they look at you both and like, you're not from around here. How can I help you?
We're on official business.
He says, okay.
And I'll show him the letter.
And he reads it and he says, ah. He says, okay, have fun. Do you need directions or?
Directions would be nice, thank you.
Okay. He says, go straight down the main thoroughway there until you hit the first major cross, and you'll take a right and head down maybe about 1/4 of a mile, and you'll see the government building on your left. It's a 3-story building with columns in front of it, and probably a lot of unhappy people in front of it too. So,
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Time to join the masses.
yes.
Speak for yourself.
You can't join something that you're already a part of.
Yeah. So,
Just because I look like a mass of something does not mean I am.
right. Okay. So, you head down. Of course, you enter Rhine, and you see a lot of hardy folk. It reminds you of kind of like, to yourselves out of game. It reminds you of like kind of like an old German village, kind of sort of, just a little bit bigger than a village. It is a city. Nice sturdy stonework. You can smell the salt in the air. It's right there on the ocean. And as you walk past, you can see some of the masts of the ships that are out in port. You see a few others out in the water with full sails. You see sailors in groups no smaller than 3 or 4 walking around, the regular town folk. And once you get to the main, the turnoff that I was telling you about, that's kind of like in the center of city kind of store. So you start seeing shops, gnome shops with clockwork stuff, nice wares, and you see a magic shop. Of course, you see a shop that sells martial weapons and armors and stuff like that. So the normal that you see in towns and stuff, pottery shops, all the good stuff. And then you see a nice restaurant with people sitting out in front, and people with really nice clothes, sipping tea with their pinky up, and those snobby people.
I grin and whistle as we go by.
A couple of the women look over your way and kind of get frightened and go, "Oh my God, what is that?"
Oh, don't worry. I used to be like you, and then I drank too much tea.
Roll. Give me a charisma roll.
Please, God, let me get a nat 20. Nope, I got a 6.
Oh,
And I have a negative to that, so yeah, that'll be a 5.
oh, we beat them out actually. So they're like, "Oh my God!" and they drop the tea and kind of spill on themselves somewhat, and they're like, they get up and start wiping out, and a waiter comes over with a towel draped over his arm. "Oh, madam, did you drop stuff on you? Is there any way I can help?" She's like, "No, get this vile stuff away from me." And they start making a big commotion and stuff. So, bridging the gaps, Belden, bridging the gaps.
I didn't think this place could get any unhappier. You proved me wrong. I'm severely disappointed.
Well, I bring joy wherever I go. Granted, it's joy to myself, but that's beside the point.
Okay. And so as you do that, a pair of guards walk over and it's like, and they say, "Sir,
Yes, ma'am. I mean, sir. Thing.
he
Metal
kind of
man. Tin
then
hat.
he gets a grimace on his face. He's like, "Look, please refrain from agitating
Looking like me.
the people around, please. It is a common law to not agitate people."
Okay. So is that active agitation or just my mere presence? Because, yeah.
He says, "Well, your face has nothing to do with it. It's just the agitation. Please
Okay.
don't cause commotions if you can help it, please."
That's
They
fine. I wouldn't want to break any of your laws.
Thank you. He
More than
nods
once.
to you both. Good day. And the two guards walk off.
But they.
Right. Belden, make a perception roll for me.
Perception. I'm proficient in that. My dice roller go. There it is. That's going to be a dirty 20.
Okay. So as you're get back into the crowd and you're weaving through, you feel something moving on the side where your pouch normally keeps your coins.
I wouldn't do that. It has a curse on it, and you'll end up looking like me.
And you feel something move away from you real quick, and then you see a kid looking at you, and he looks up at you, and he like moves his head up like he's looking skyward and sees your face, and he's like, "Wow, sorry, mister," and he takes off into the crowd.
Well, at best, he would have stole 5 gold pieces, so it wasn't that much of a stretch.
All right, so you make your way down. You can see the columned building ahead of you, probably about 50 feet away. You spot it a little bit further out, but now that you've had somebody try and pickpocket, you're kind of being a little bit more aware. But you get to the front of the building. Of course, there is a line coming out the building. Bunch of disgruntled people out in front, and they're complaining about taxes and, that ordinance is stupid as hell, but I better pay the fine or they're going to take my home and stuff like that, So that's kind of the buzz of the line that you guys come up to.
Now the question is, Cassandra, are we going to sit here and wait through the line, or are we going to deliver our official letter and then go in and take care of business and then leave?
Well, just looking at you, I don't think you have that long to wait. So I think we better just deliver the letter and go inside.
Okay.
Oh.
So you walk up the stairs and the guard prompts you all. He says, "Can I help you?"
We're here on official business, and I'll hand him the letter.
He reads it and he says, He says, "Oh, okay, follow me." So he brings you in, and of course there's a large lobby, and seems to be kind of like the old way that banks used to be, where there's a front with bars, and there's 3 tellers, and they're dealing with people paying their fines and stuff. But off to the left, you can see there's a wait in there. He says, "Please have a seat, and I'll let the mayor know that you're here. Be back shortly." So he walks up past the gated area, and you see him go up some stairs. So you're waiting. You wait about 2 hours. And he comes back and he says, he's like, "I'm sorry. He won't be able to see you today." He says, "But there is an inn right down the road if you can." He says, "Here." He hands you 2 vouchers. He says, "You can stay there overnight, and he'll be able to see you early in the morning. He just has too many pressing matters at the moment."
Hmm. I guess he does. Thank you for the vouchers. We'll be on our way.
So, you head out, and easy enough, you turn to your left and go down the road some, and um, you find the inn pretty easily.
Is this place like heavily guarded?
What, the inn, or just the city itself?
The inn in particular.
Uh, no. You see some people standing out front. You see a patrol. Uh, you see patrols walk by every few minutes or whatnot. So it's pretty decently with security.
And is the building like is the guards also part of the mayor's like bodyguards, or are the town guards the same as the mayor's guards?
You want to try and find out?
Well, I think they'd have different uniforms.
Well, the guards at the mayor's office, the only difference is they have like a uniform jacket to kind of be a little bit more formal. But as far as what they have on underneath, it's about the same thing, except the guards that are walking around town are usually wearing like studded leather armor for most part.
Something doesn't feel right.
Is this tavern / inn owned by the authorities in this town?
Yeah, you have to find out.
Well, I mean,
You
I would be asking the tavern keeper.
All right. So you walk up and there's this human. All right, I'm talking Minotaur Terror. He wants to come in. I'll have him jump in some part. Yeah, so you ask him, and he's like, no, it's not owned by the town, but the mayor does own this building. Yes. He owns quite a few buildings in this town, actually.
Yeah. I'll turn to Cassandra and go, is that who we're here to see?
Who?
The mayor. Is that who we're here to see?
Yes, that's who we're supposed to be speaking to.
Yeah. Great.
Let me guess, this place is owned by him too?
Yep. I'll turn to the bartender and go, is there another inn that we could stay at that's not owned by the mayor?
Oh yeah. There's a couple. Is once you walk out, you can go either way, and you'll find one pretty quickly. He says if you walk out and go to your left, you'll see one called Dreams and Wishes, and Dreams and Wishes Tavern. And then if you walk out and go to your right, go down by the port, you'll find the Slinky Mermaid, which it's a little bit more dirtier, but still, glasses are clean and they have pretty fair prices. They mostly house the sailors as they come in. I'm pretty sure they'll have vacancies.
Hello?
Hello.
Didn't we
Hey.
play? Didn't we play last time?
You played with everybody in here.
Okay, so that means, are we like continuing, or is it like something different?
There's something else, but you can come in this.
Is it like is it the same plane of existence?
No. You
No, it's-
basically got grabbed by a little goblin dude and yanked into this world for a little while.
So, well, I mean, that's how I appeared in the previous one too. I just kind of was like,
Right.
how'd I get here? It just happened again.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be like, not again.
I'll bring you in a little bit once we get settled where they're gonna go.
All
Um. So yeah, so you have the two choices of the two ends. There's other ones, but those are the closest ones, he says.
Well, Cassandra, personally, the sailor one would be more up my alley, but I got a feeling you would probably draw too much attention there.
Let's talk outside.
All right.
Okay. So you head outside, and as you walk out, you see some pretty shady characters in there watching you as you go.
I wink at him as I go by.
One of them winks back at you. He's very smiley.
Ooh, we need to talk.
So, yeah, so you guys head outside and you're out. Where do you guys want to walk away from the building a little bit, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you guys go to the left. So you head down and you see some shops nearby. On either side, or you can talk in the street, whichever you please.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of step into an alley.
Okay.
And I'm going to take off the vestments I have over my armor, and I'm going to switch them out with my traveler's cloak. Then I'm going to put the silver battle axe around my on my belt and put my sword in my backpack.
Okay.
And I say, I don't like this place. This smells like This has assassination written all over it.
Well, there's a few options for that. We lead them into a trap, kill them first.
True. But they have spies everywhere.
Well,
And no offense on your talents, but I'm not very aware of my surroundings.
Okay. So, Tare, you wake up floating in this limbo kind of thing, right? And you're just like, what in the fuck? Where am I?
Why does this keep happening?
Why does this keep happening? And of course, you see materialize in front of you, Jubei. And he's like, hello, Tare. How are you?
I don't know. How am I? I think
Yes.
I'm good.
Think you're good?
I think I'm
Sounds-
okay.
He says, I have two adventurers that you may know that might need your help. Care to lend a hand?
Yeah. Sounds good.
He says, okay. So, you wake up and you're in your bed, wherever you bed down normally.
Haystack or something.
You're a haystack, yeah. You wake up and you're just like, waking up and shit. And, you stand up, you start gathering your stuff. And as soon as you grab your weapon, you are hurled out of the building through the air at like fucking light speed. Your like jaws are like your fucking jowls are like flapping everywhere because you're flying through the air, and shit. And like,
Yeah.
then you just show up right behind Cassandra and Belden, just standing, and like your body is like really hot, and you're kind of like smoldering and shit. And you both look back as this Minotaur just pops into existence or flies into existence right behind you guys. And
Yeah. Do we know each other or no? It's like a reset.
no, you know each other. And Cassandra,
okay.
you look as you and Belden look back. You see this green thumb stick out of a dimensional door, and it's like, "Brought you help," and then it disappears.
Jubei, of all places.
Of course, he's all places. He's a little weirdo.
I'm just like looking around. It's like,
I'm
What
going to
happened?
ignore that you said that of all things.
So you feel something appear in your pocket, Cassandra?
I'll pull it out.
It's a muffin. It says "You're welcome" on it.
Yeah,
Looks tasty.
definitely creepy. And despite everything I've said about him, I'm going to eat the muffin.
All right. So you feel great. You actually feel really great. Any exhaustion or anything like that from right on the road disappears. Belden, you're looking at the muffin. You're like, damn, I wish I had one. And one appears in your mouth, and it almost chokes you a little bit, but it still tastes good.
I start chewing and mumbling, and little bits of food start flinging out of my mouth as I start cussing at Jubei.
Yeah, paper's still attached too. So,
Yeah, I'm not even pulling it out. I'm just chewing.
all right. Tara, you get
That's well, it's tier, but what
Tyr.
are the names of everyone of the other two?
Oh, well, you
Yeah.
have Cassandra, Hellheart, and you have Belden Waxman.
It's
I'm
not
sorry, what was
Wax,
that?
man.
What
It's
was the
just
other one?
Belden.
It's just Belden.
Eldon.
Yeah, I put it in chat for you. Oh, you're probably on your phone.
Yep, that's right.
Yes, because Cassandra and his Belden.
All right.
Hi,
And then Belden.
My name is Cassandra.
Okay. Hi, I'm tier.
You don't smell as bad as the last Minotaur on you.
And on
Thanks.
top of it, we now have to watch over a Minotaur. Uh,
I'm not that bad, I swear.
Right. So, what do you guys want to do?
well, now that we have a Minotaur with us, it's going to be impossible to conceal any of our movement.
Not at all.
Not
That
for
sounds
me,
like
it's not.
fun.
So, the dimensional door opens up, and a mask pokes out towards Tyr.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
You gotta take the mask.
Wow. Should I take the mask, guys?
Just take the mask.
Like
Okay, I'm taking.
after you
taking-
like saying that, like Juby just like throws it at your face, and then he just his hand disappears.
Whoa, jeez.
So, you put the mask on.
What kind of mask is it?
It's just a regular mask. Just it's like one of those little masks that have like a smile or a sad face on it. One of those. It's white and black. It's got like a little music note on it.
Oh, great. We're going to look like bank robbers.
That's what I
This is
was
regular.
thinking. I was like, guys.
All right, you put it on.
Oh, just
No,
wear
no,
it.
No, I'm asking him to be like, what are we doing exactly, guys?
We're supposed to be having a meeting, but the circumstances have caused things to be delayed, and we're moving into. We were offered a quite vulnerable location to stay at. Now we're trying to find a place to properly rest. One where we can hopefully keep prying eyes away.
Can I roll to see if he's telling the truth?
Which
Really?
part? Oh, Cassandra?
Yeah,
Oh,
is he
yeah,
actually telling the truth?
Yeah.
Or I have to roll.
Roll insight.
Yeah. Insights, what? Intelligence or what?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. It's does a 10 give me anything?
Yeah. Yeah, 10 tells you that she's a paladin and they really normally don't lie.
All right. I guess I'm putting it on then.
Okay. So the mask actually doesn't fit your face. It just kind of fits on your muzzle. But you're able to tie it off to your horns. But once you put it on, you turn into a regular looking human being with regular clothes on. Kind of look like Ralph. It's just a
Ralph,
regular white guy. He looks like kind of like I don't know, like Tom Cruise or some shit like that. I don't know.
what happened to my horns?
They're still there. You take off the mask and your horns are still there. It's just kind of like an illusion, kind of sort of.
You know, it's funny. I look like Tom Cruise too, but you know, Tom Cruise from Vanilla Sky.
So another hand pops out and gives you a mask,
I ain't wearing that shit, Jubei.
and then another one pops over by Cassandra and offers you a mask.
At least it's not just me.
Can I have an extra mask, Jubei?
Yeah, he pulls one out. Now it looks like a Tiki Man mask this time.
Oh.
Man, I should have asked for a different one.
Yeah, I'll take the Tiki mask.
Okay. So
It
you
doesn't
put it
matter.
on.
You can't see it when you put it on.
But it's cool looking.
So you put the mask on and you turn into this Pacific Islander looking dude with like a you kind of look like a Samoan, yeah. But you're wearing, you are covered. Cassandra, you gonna put yours on?
If I haven't already, I put mine back on, I guess.
Okay.
I'll put it on.
All right. So yours, it just changes your clothes, but it gives you a different color hair. You hear this little voice in your head say, "Just concentrate on what you want to look like."
So, is this like an illusion, or like if I like put
Yes.
my hands on my head, I can still feel the horns?
You'll still feel the horns,
Okay, so
but
it
to
just
everybody
looks
else,
like
you look like a regular human, just touching your face and your head.
so I just don't have to get. I shouldn't get too close to people.
No, they have to roll to be able to notice if you're a real human or not.
Okay.
All right, so Belden wouldn't know this, but Matthew really wants to tell Cassandra, whatever you do, don't think about looking like Belden.
All right. So each of you need to make a wisdom roll for me.
Oh,
Okay.
And this is for you to be able to concentrate on keeping your facade up.
Not 20.
well, that's not going to work.
no. I got. As a wisdom save?
No, it's just a regular wisdom roll, or you can use your save. That's fine. Either way, whatever you think is.
I got 3.
You got 3. Okay, so
This
you
is
turn
2
in-
games I've rolled like clay.
all right. So you actually look like a guard now instead of what you were thinking about. What'd you get, Belden?
Well, I got a 10, and I have
All
a
right.
+5. So
Okay, so you look exactly what you want to look like.
Man, what do I look like?
What'd you roll?
A 20.
Okay, so you look exactly what you want to look like. What do you want to look like? So you guys start shifting, like looks, and every once in a while, Cassandra kind of shifts into Belden, but then goes back
kind
to
of like
guard.
nudge. I kind of nudged them, and I'm like, "What should I look like?" a good thing to go for.
Definitely do
busier
not
now.
think about looking like Belden.
And he changes the building for a second, and then he flips back to whatever he.
Oh no, I was gonna turn into like some like noble.
Okay. So you turn into this noble-looking person.
Belden turns into Belden.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll to understand why the like what's wrong with Belden?
No, he just
What's wrong?
it's just common sense. He's thinking about himself, so
So
he
like
just
he's going in with like full armor or something.
yeah. After about a
He
minute,
doesn't know what I look like, guys.
yeah. So
Yeah.
after about a minute, you guys understand that whatever you're thinking about what you want to look like is basically what you can hold in your mind, and then that's what you get. So after about 10 minutes, Cassandra, you finally get a hold of it, and you turn into what you want to turn into, look wise.
All right. So just so you know, Tyr, Belden is a cross between. Have you ever seen the old movie The Elephant Man?
I don't think I have actually, but I have heard about it.
Okay. How about The Hunchback of Notre Dame? And I don't mean
Oh,
the
yeah.
Disney. Okay, that's Belden.
Baby Ruth.
Oh, okay, I got
Actually,
it.
I don't even think he looks that good.
Wait.
Yeah, okay.
So he looks really bad. What race is he?
He's human.
What happened to him?
I was born this way.
Does he have like? Does he speak okay?
He speaks perfectly fine. He's a little vulgar.
Is he smart or?
He's average intelligence, above average wisdom.
Okay.
All right, so
Not horrible charisma.
What'd you settle on, Cassandra?
I posted my image in the Discord.
Okay.
I yeah. Someone could just tell me, I guess. When you
Long brown hair, just wearing
Nice.
clothing.
Okay.
Carrying a white rose with one red petal.
I have like a purple like robe, maybe like a maybe not like a robe, but yeah, just something like purple because that's definitely royal and it's like very expensive clothing and some
Okay.
jewelry on.
So you're wearing fine clothes. That's fine.
Yeah,
So Belden, you're still Belden?
Belden is going to be Belden, except he's going to be wearing a court jester's outfit and is going to be following these two around like he's their servant.
Okay.
If we could switch, that would be cool.
All right.
But
So after
it's fine.
After the
But-
10 minutes, you guys walk out of the alley. And as you face the opening in the alley, you can look, you see like 3 people on the other side, just like watching you all and like, what in the fuck did we just see? And they kind of like wave at you guys, like really slowly.
Don't mind us.
And
Stand
then-
aside.
No, they're on the other side of the street. But
Stay over there.
one old man looks at you, just like, okay. He gives Cassandra like a thumbs up, like, yeah. So, anyways, you guys head down the road. You guys going to the left, down to that inn, down that way, or back to the right?
We'll stay in the upper end so that we at least look the parts.
Okay. So you head into town, and you find the inn with no problem. One called Dreams and Wishes Tavern and Inn, and you, of course, the front of it, it's kind of like a purple and like a lavender and like yellowish color up front, but the architecture is really nice. It's kind of like a like a modern kind of look. Stonework is really well made. You can definitely tell that they spent some money making this place. And it's got a huge like front porch where you can see people drinking and having some kind of lunch or whatever. You walk up and there's actually a gentleman in like a suit out front, and he says, "Hello, can I help you?"
We're looking for a place to rest for the night. Is this a place available?
Ah, yes, we have the finest rooms and furnishings. Please step this way, Mrs.
This is Belinar. Thank you.
Belinar? Yes, ma'am. Says, please follow me. And he ushers you guys forward. And after you walk through, another gentleman at the actual door opens the door for you all, and you walk in. Of course, it's really nice inside, and it's got two staircases that on either sides that go up in kind of like a curve up to like a second level, and in between the two staircases is a desk with or like a kind of like a little bar right there with two people standing there, and they say hello. Come here, please. Come here. How can we help you, my fine friends? Welcome to the Dreams and Wishes Tavern and Inn. Do you wish to rent a room tonight?
Yes, we would love to rent a room here.
Okay. Well, the fee for the rooms are 10 gold pieces a night. They include dinner and drinks at the bar.
That sounds grand.
Yes, ma'am.
That's
It is
yes,
very nice. No spared on the expense of making the rooms. They're very nice, beautifully furnished.
Thank you. Well, I presume that me and my husband are going to be sharing one room, and my servant here is going to be having another. So will that be 20 gold, or is it different prices for a couple's room?
Well, we do have a room that has a servant's quarters attached to it, and that it just ups the price to 25 gold a night.
Oh, that's very sufficient of you. And here, I'll give him 30 gold, and I say, keep the change, good sir.
Okay, thank you so much. He claps his hand, and a gentleman and a lady come up. They're like, "Hello, madam. Do you have any luggage?" They don't see any luggage, but they still ask you anyways.
No, not at all. We've traveled quite late.
Oh, very well, very well. Well, just so you know, we do have a tailor on call in case you need a nightgown or whatnot.
No, I don't think your services will be necessary for the time being. Thank you for your offer, though.
Okay.
I'm not agreeing with him. Yeah.
You're not agreeing with her?
No, I said I'm agreeing.
Okay. So, so they take you upstairs, and you walk down this long hallway, and it doesn't look like a normal inn where there's 20 doors on each side. There's
20 doors.
you see there's probably about 5 doors on each side. It is a 3-story building, so it looks like the rooms themselves are just a little bit bigger. You get what you pay for. Anyways, so he takes you to the room at the end, opens the door with a key, and he hands Mr. Belinar the key. Here you go, sir. Key for you. He opens the door and he says, "Please come in." So you walk inside. It's very nice and lavish room.
So we're inside. No one's
Yeah.
there. I'm Mr. Bill, right?
No, servants are there. Don't take off the mask yet. Or if you want to, it's fine too. It's fine, whatever. Anyways, so the guy walks in and he goes over to where the bath area is, and he starts fixing things around. And the lady goes over, she fluffs the bed and makes it and takes off all the extra lace and stuff in case you guys are gonna crash. And then the gentleman walks over to Belden. He says, "Sir, come with me." since you are the servant, he walks over and he opens this door on the side over there, where close to where like the living room area is, and you walk
Oh,
through
and
the
be
door.
patient with him. He's rather slow sometimes.
Okay. Please walk with me. I will show you where your room is. Do you understand me, sir? He looks over to you. He's like, "Ma'am, do I need to speak a different language?"
I hear he understands Goblin. If you know that.
And he starts speaking Goblin. Do you understands me's? There is this rooms is for uses. He's speaking Goblin.
Actually, I don't speak Goblin.
Oh,
I speak Common, Druidic, Giant, and Sylvan.
okay. So he kind of like looks at you, Cassandra, and just shrugs his shoulder, and he kind of grabs his elbow, and he says, and he's like motioning with his other hand, like, come on, and he takes you to the room, and the other room looks just like a regular room. Almost looks like it used to be like a utility closet. But there's like a fold up bed in there, and you see like a little small stand with a big bowl that you can pour water into to wash your face or whatever.
Man.
And there's no window or anything. It's kind of cold. It's like 10 degrees colder in there. And he stomps on a roach real quick and like shuffles it under the bed. Like, here you go. This is your room. You will sleep here. And he like touches the bed with both hands. That okay? And he smiles real big. Yes? Okay.
I will go and point with my finger and motion him to come towards me.
And he's like,
God.
he shakes his head and he's like, yeah, that's not going to happen, dude. And he walks out the room and he's like,
I pull a gold out of my pocket.
and he stops and he's like, you speak the universal language.
I'm gonna get eaten by a fucking giant spider.
So he walks over and you have it like in your palm.
I'm holding it up in my hand, and as it gets closer, I accidentally drop it on the floor.
Okay. And he's like, oh, you dropped it conveniently. And he goes down and picks it up.
The raunchiest damn fart I can manage.
I rolled an 18. Can I hear that?
Yeah, you guys are out there. You this.
I mean, I thought I was gonna hit him.
No.
Wait. Did he? Does he have to roll for that? How bad it is?
No, it. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Roll me a Constitution.
To see if he.
Okay.
That was to be like nat 20s.
Okay, Constitution. Let me check Belden's Constitution. He has a +4, so that's a 21.
This guy rolled a 6. So he's like, "Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god. What are they feeding you?" Whoa!
And I'll turn to him and look and say, in Sylvan, have a nice day.
And like snot's like coming out of his nose, and he's like spitting a couple chunks out. He's like, oh my god. Oh, it's like hag taint. Oh my god. Oh my god. So something appears in your pocket, Belden.
I reach into my pocket.
It's an air freshener. It has the face of Jubei on it.
Wait. Can I stop? Can I stop this guy and ask for his name?
No, don't talk. Please don't talk, honey.
The guy comes out of the room and like he's like sweating
off the back of my pants.
No, I'm like looking out the crack of the door when after he like comes out the room. I'm like, hey buddy, what's your name?
I don't remember. He's like sweating. His like face is like fucking like he's got like a white face almost because like all the color like left his face. Almost got like a sickly kind of green look to
Are
it.
you okay?
He's like, no, dude.
Uh,
He's like your servant just shat out like the most vile hag taint or something, and then he's like, oh, and then he knows who the hell he's talking. He's like, oh, sorry, sir, and he stands up straight, but he's still like visually like shaking, and he's like swallowing really hard, like he's trying not, like he keeps remembering the taste in his mouth, and he's just like, and he closes his eyes for a second, shakes his head, and he's like, oh, please, Father
yeah,
Pelham,
he's
Save.
always had a really big problem.
He's like,
It's a real sickness. Like
He's
you
like,
should really
soon.
get it taken care of.
soon, divines, please help me, please. He's like, please just make the memory stop. He's like, sir, I must go. I'm sorry. Do you need anything else?
Oh no, that'll be all.
And he like walks out the room, and like you can hear him just like running down the fucking hallway, like.
Did he have like a name tag or like do I have his face like visualized or memorized?
Say it again.
I said I have like his face memorized and such, so I know who he is.
Yeah, you were.
Okay, I'm gonna remember him for later. And I shut the door.
Oh, Ren, you're Tell me about Ren real quick, because I don't know what Ren is. What is Ren?
Human ranger, forest guy, hunter,
Okay.
outlander.
You said human ranger, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uses a longbow.
Oh, there it is.
All right, Ren. So you are in the woods, the place you love. You just snuck up on a trio of dryads, fine as hell, just watching them bathe, right? And like you're just about to like walk out and say hi, and then like something grabs you from your collar scruff, and you go flying through the air like at freaking Mach speed up in the air, and you shoot out towards the coast, and you're just like, what in the fuck is going on?
Like
And
a
then
shooting star meme.
and so you three are in the room, and the window opened like that, and then this dude Ren just flies in, and he's just standing there, and he's got leaves and twigs and shit all over him and stuff.
Well, at least it wasn't just me.
How'd I get here?
How was your trip?
So what was holding your on your collar lets go of you, and then you see this mage hand, which looks a lot like Jubei's hand, come out and starts signing to you, and waves, and then disappears. Anyone know Thieves' Cant?
No.
Nope.
All right. Message is lost. So yeah, Ren, you're just kind of standing there, and you see three people that you have no idea who are, and you see this like lady there, obviously a servant lady, and she's just like holding a pile of towels, and she's just like looking at you, and then looks at the other three with wide eyes. She says, I'm gonna go now. Here's some towels, and she puts them down on like this counter thing, and she walks out of the room, and she closes the door behind her.
Wait. We're in there, right? Just us two. Or
All
three?
four of you are in there now in the main room.
Do we still have a mask? We still have our mask on, right?
You threw 3 stew. Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna act like, what are you doing in my room? And like grab something. No, and then I'm like, I'm just kidding. And I take off my mask.
What?
It's me.
We're in the main lobby, aren't we?
No, you're in your room still.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, yeah, we're in the room. Yeah, I do that.
Yes.
Do you know this guy?
Right? Yeah. He seems very familiar to me.
Yeah, you know him.
Okay. Then yeah.
Yeah, but all he knows is just you guys look like nothing like what you used to because
Oh,
you have
well.
a mask on still.
Oh no, I said I took it off.
Oh, okay. So you see the Minotaur appear as he pulls his mask off his snout and over his horns, and you see it's Tyr, the Minotaur that you've adventured with before, Ren.
Yeah.
Remember the scarecrow?
Do you still have the
Do I still
straw
have the scarecrow head? Is that allowed?
Yeah, if that was on your person, then yes, you do.
I like slowly pull it out. Yeah. This
It
could come in
smiles.
handy.
It smiles at you guys all
Yeah.
real quick, and then goes inert.
Okay. Then put it away.
Okay.
All right. Well, we only have to maintain these forms until we leave this building tomorrow morning. We don't have to stay here for that long.
Okay.
And what are we doing?
We. I hate repeating
What
myself.
are we doing?
I told you already.
Well, you should explain to Ren.
I'll explain it a second time for you then. We are here on Mayor Rourke's behalf to speak to another mayor in this town. He sent us to a rather vulnerable location after telling us he couldn't meet with us, which doesn't really make much sense since he made us wait 2 hours. And he tried to send us to a rather vulnerable location, and we didn't like how easy access it was and how meekly guarded it was. So we decided to move somewhere, to disguise ourselves and to move to another inn.
Okay. Does this town not like minotaurs, or is it just, I draw a lot of attention, and
Yes, that's because most sounds and cities don't like minotaurs.
Yeah,
Well,
they
the
tend-
I
fact that
don't
you
understand
fell
why.
Die.
Oh, you said I would die.
No, I said the fact that you fell out of the sky.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been happening a lot. Maybe I'll eventually get used to it.
So remember,
And,
we're trying to keep a low profile, so put your mask back on.
I've got my mask on. What else do you want?
Not you.
All right. Yeah, my mask's back on.
And why would you assume the same form that you were?
It would make sense for you to have a gesture for a servant.
Yeah, but
It makes that previous part even funnier.
well, let's hope we don't get killed in our sleep.
Right. So, hand pops out with a mask near Ren. You need to take the mask.
Yeah.
All right. And you hear this whisper in your head say, concentrate on what you want to look like. And that's the way the mask works. It's in Jubei's voice.
Okay. puts the mask on, he turns into female wood elf.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom roll. Just straight wisdom.
Oh, and Bryn, just don't think about looking like Belden.
I got 18.
Okay. So you're able to control what you look like well enough. You keep the facade up. So you're all different looking, and you're in a room. So there is a couch in there that Ren can crash on, and Cassandra and Belden can have the bed if that's the way it's gonna work. I don't know.
I mean, I can't sleep in a bed. So.
Or you can lay on the ground, whichever.
I don't know. Do Minotaurs lay down or?
They would.
I think I'm
I
just.
would say you're just a
I
human.
think I'm gonna crouch down, like kind of.
Well,
Like,
wouldn't
where my
the
legs
mask
are comfortable?
size? So if you thought yourself to be human, you would be human
Basically,
size.
Yeah. Okay, so does that mean I can use a bed now?
Yeah, but you're still.
I'm
400
still a
pounds or
Minotaur, so
whatever,
I'll still lay on the floor because that's just my nature.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
I would like to set up a watch if everybody will participate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So over by the door, there is a brass tube that comes out of the floor and has a little cap on it. And
Oh, how far
Over-
off the ground is it?
it comes straight out of the ground, and it comes up about 3 feet and has a little ornate brass cap on it, which you can flip up. And a sign behind it says service call.
Okay. I'll remember that for later.
Oh no.
Before the gentleman had been crudely poisoned, he did explain that you could use it to call for extra towels or if you needed food brought up to your room or whatnot. Basically,
Is there a menu?
there is a menu. Yes,
What's on the menu?
food.
Oh, okay, like nothing special.
Well, I mean, it's a high-end place, so it's going to have high-end food. So.
Okay. Okay.
Listen, despite the coziness of this place, we should still take watches.
I can take. I have a form that can see in the dark, so I can take.
Oh yeah. Did I
Pretty
lose my dark
late.
vision? Because I'm been transformed.
I think it's just visual illusion.
Okay, well then, I would say I can also see in the dark.
Yeah.
Does Minotaur have dark vision?
I'm pretty sure it said it did, but
Let me
But
double
anyways.
check.
okay, yeah, you should. Sorry.
No worries.
Okay, so first watch is who?
I'll take first watch so that I can take off my armor later.
Okay. All right. So who's got second?
Not in any
Minotaurs
position.
do not have dark vision.
Okay, then no.
All right. So I got Cassandra for the first watch. Who's on second?
I mean, are we watching the outside?
You're
No,
watching
just-
the room.
Just the room.
Just the room? Then yeah,
As
I
much
guess I'll take
as-
second watch. I mean,
Okay.
there'll be like what, a dim light on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of like.
Yeah.
Who's got third?
I'll take third.
All right. And
Actually, let me have second. That way I can still get a full rest in and it won't count against my beast shapes or wild shapes.
That's fine. And then Ren will have you on fourth watch.
So
Okay. Go ahead.
when we are alone, I am actually going to apologize to Belden because I feel bad for calling him slow.
Okay.
No problem. I played along with your joke.
I just
Granted-
wanted to create a nice ruse.
Granted, the guy had to pay for it, but you know.
Okay. So I need each one of you to roll me a perception roll and put it in chat. Tier, you just let me know what you get.
Oh, thank God, I rolled something decent for a change.
I rolled that one, so I guess I'm asleep.
Okay.
All
No,
right.
apparently, we should not have given the midnight shift to the Minotaur.
Well, I'm second watch, aren't I?
You third
No,
one.
you're third.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I just need magic.
That's a nat 20.
Nice. So it comes out to what?
A nat 20. Because
Oh.
I'm going to spend the bulk of it wild shaped into a giant spider.
Okay.
Unless I keep my perception. I don't really know if how that works.
Giant spiders have a perception of +3, so it'll be 23.
All right. Well, 23 then.
Works for me.
And on top of that, they have blind sight, I think. Certain
Yep.
spiders have blind sight.
Did you
Blind sight for 10 feet and dark vision for 60.
Nice.
how big is the spider?
Giant size, so 10 by
Don't
10.
worry. I'm going to be on the ceiling. Y'all are fine.
Oh yeah. Let me just get room service real fast. Hey, can you come in here real fast?
That's a good
Can
thing.
you, can you swat the spider for me?
Yeah.
Oh, please, God, let it be the same guy.
Yeah. And then he comes back and we're just like, what are you doing? We're trying to sleep.
Nice.
Oh man, that'd be great.
Yeah. Call room service. Attract the assassins. I'm sure we'll live.
All right. Let's see.
Dude, watch that one guy be an assassin. That'd be great.
That's all right. I've got his number.
Okay. So first watch goes no problem. Second watch, you don't see anything. Third watch, yeah, Tyr is just walking around. Not notice shit.
Yeah.
And you feel something prick you in your back. Make a Constitution save for me.
Who?
Tyr,
Here.
make a Constitution save for me.
Let's see here.
Just gonna get drunk.
Well, that's just the roll plus the modifier, right?
And proficiency. You're proficient in Constitution saves.
Is that like a plus another 2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
plus.
Okay, then it will be a 13.
All right. So you feel this little prick in your back, and you start feeling really drowsy, but your fortitude kind of holds up, and you're just like, whoa. And you shake it off, and you reach behind you, and you pull this
Yeah.
little dart off your back, and you're looking at it, and right about that time, something comes out of the shadow to your right, and you get hit. Oh, let's see if it hits. There it is.
We're in a small room. I get it. All right.
Does an 18 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. This is gonna hurt. Do, 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 do. All right,
I
so
know what's gonna happen. This is not gonna be good.
2, 5, 10, 15. So you get hit for 23 points of damage. Okay. As
how
you
much?
feel 23 points of damage. Okay, as you feel something stab you in your back. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and then you feel something else.
I'm already down. I mean, you can stop.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, that was
So-
like perfect.
So yeah, something hits you in the back and you just black out, right? So I need everybody else to make me a perception roll again, just to see if you notice.
I got 8.
I got 7.
I got a 19.
All right, so Belden, you hear this thump, right? And
Yeah, I
you
mean-
wake up and right by the time you see freaking Tyr just fall to the ground face first, and you see this dark shadowy figure standing right behind him. It's in all black. It's got its face covered. All you can kind of see is like eye slits, which look human. And it's got a short sword in one hand and a dagger in the other hand, and the short sword is got blood on the tip of it.
All right. I'm going to roar at the top of my lungs and turn into a brown bear.
Okay.
Well, somebody has to do it.
So, Belden roars, and you all wake up with a start. Okay. And as you look around, you see Tyr on the ground, and you see a shadowy figure starting to move back into the shadows of the room. And Belden is shapeshifting into a bear as you look up Cassandra. So roll initiative.
Somebody.
Oh, what a shitty fucking time to roll a shit.
You've been doing that a lot today.
Yeah.
All right. So I get a whopping +2 to initiative. But I rolled really well.
Really crappy on his fucking initiative.
So in that case, he's going to have a bad day.
Yeah.
Because that's a nat 20.
All right. Sweet. All right. So, see, I'll get a list made unless somebody else is making one. So first I got Belden up first, right?
Yep. Want me to go ahead and do the whole attack and kill thing?
And then we have what? Matt's next with a 10.
Yep. Then Assassin. Then Cassandra. That's Tyr, you can roll initiative as well.
Yeah, you can roll initiative too.
Oh, I didn't know. I just thought I was down.
You still have to make death saving throws. And there's a druid and a ranger. One of us should have healing.
I rolled a 19.
Okay.
So where does that put me?
That'd put you between me and Belden.
Okay.
I shit. My bad. I should have put Ren there instead of that. There we go. Now it's fixed. You guys can see it. Anyways. All right. So, Belden, you are up first.
All right.
Make a
Belden's-
perception roll because he did jump back into stealth. And let's see.
All right. I have advantage if he has any scent on him at all, because I have keen smell.
I'll give you advantage. Go ahead. Yeah.
The perception is going to be. Let's see. Let me check his perceptions +3. That's going to be a 19.
All right. You don't see him. You can't find him. You're searching every fucking corner and all their shit. You're looking around as hard as you can, but you cannot locate him at the moment.
So when I get a hold of him, he's going to be in a bad day.
Yeah. All right. Tyr, you're still down.
Do I have to roll something, or am I good?
No, you're just out right now.
Okay.
All right. Ren,
Is he stable or does he have to make death saves?
you're not really sure. He's just out right now.
Okay. I got a 24 perception.
Okay. So yeah, you're looking and you can see. You look up and he's up in a corner, in a really dark corner, kind of hunched in a corner, and you can see that he's got a blowgun in his, like holding a blowgun, and he's starting to look. He's looking around to see where he's going to shoot. But go ahead.
Hunter's mark.
Okay.
Do I still have an action?
Is that considered an action? Doing that?
It's a bonus action. I'm just wondering if I had to use my main action to fight them.
No, if it's a bonus action, it's a bonus action.
Okay. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Takes 23 points of damage as a sharpshooter's ass.
Okay. So you knock back, fletching the cheek, and you're just like, I got you. So you loose, and that shit just flies up and tags him right in his chest. You hear this kind of grunt. This says 23.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And then it will be his turn. He shoots you with a dart. So. And he rolls on that one. So he's.
Oh, please tell me he swallowed the dart.
No, he's not dead. You see, he goes to shoot, and like some reason he like shifts himself. I think the arrow or whatever does him, and he drops a blowgun on the ground. And you see him like kind of shake his fist a little bit, and let's see. So then he whips out a dagger and he chucks it at you instead. Is 16 going to hit?
Yes, that hits a Zekron.
All right, so
I have a 15 AC.
let's see. All right, so make me a con save.
19.
All right, so you take half. All right, so it's 4 piercing, and that'll be 4 poison damage. So 6 points of damage altogether. He hits you with a dagger. All right, Cassandra, do you have your armor on or is it off?
I didn't want to take ability check penalties. And
All right.
exhaustion levels, so no, I'm not.
Okay. It is your turn.
Oh, okay. So it's dark in this room, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna roll over to my equipment. I'm gonna pull out my sword,
Okay.
and as my bonus action, I'm going to activate my Radiant Soul.
All right.
And as my main action, I'm going to use Sacred Weapon, which creates a 30-foot bright light in the room and a 60-foot dim light.
Okay.
And basically lights up the whole room.
All right. Is there a chance for blindness, or it just lights the room up?
Just lights the room up.
Okay. All right. So you use your sacred weapon, and your sword just flashes, and the whole room just lights up, and everybody can see the dude sitting up in the corner. And his eyes kind of get a little wide, and then he. That gonna be it for you?
Yep.
All right. Belden, Mr. Bear.
All right. Let's see about. I'm assuming I can see him now.
Yeah, you can see him bright as day now.
All right. Whichever one's the closest, that's the one I want to go after. All right. That's going to be a 17 on the first one and an 18 on the second one for
All
the
right,
multi-attack.
Let's see. Yep. Both hit.
All right. He takes 8 points of piercing damage on the bite attack. And he takes 16 points of slashing from the claw attack.
Ouch. All right. All right. So you can visibly see blood starting to drop from his body, and he's sitting up there in the damn corner. All right. So, are you all done with your turn?
Yes, sir.
What do I do?
All right. So, Tyr, you're still out because nobody has given you aid yet. So, back up to Ren.
Can I put in a free action to something like make some sort of noise?
No, you're out. You're
Or,
unconscious. Sorry, dude. He basically one-shotted you.
Because I don't know if I don't know if he's dying or not. So I'll use my action to throw him a cure wounds.
Okay.
So he's at 9 health.
All right. So you wake up. And
you have to wait for to go
yeah,
back around.
Yeah, when you get back around to your turn, you can stand up and have your turn. All right. So is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. So his turn. He pulls out a potion and throws it right in the middle of the room. And the room envelops in flames. And everybody make a dex save for me.
Okay, that might be a problem for a bear.
Mm.
Although I rolled really well.
I got a 7.
I got a natural 19 with
All right.
no mods.
That's
Got
just dexterity. That's just dexterity.
If you got a 15, you save for half.
Then yeah, I failed.
9, 11. So it's 16 points. If you didn't save, it'd be 8 if you did save.
Either way, I'm back down.
Okay.
But now you're not dead outright.
And he makes his save, so he only takes 8. And with that, he drops down and he moves to the door, opens it, and is out in the hallway. And
Damn.
then it is Cassandra's turn.
All right. Can we still see the guy?
He just turned the corner, but he's not that far into the hallway.
All right. I'm going to just look over to Ren, and I'm going to tell him that there is a lot of potions in my pack if you're willing to pick it up.
Okay.
And I'm going to move out into the hallway.
All right. So you see him as you come out of the hallway. He's about 15 feet ahead of you.
And how much movement did I use?
Probably about 20.
Okay. So I'm going to use my dash action
Okay.
to catch up to him, and I'm going to use my bonus action to make an attack.
All right.
With all my bonuses, that's going to be a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
And my, you know what? I'm going to make this fucker pay. I'm going to put in a level 2 smite.
Okay.
Where's my D8? I have the D8s. So the slashing damage is 12.
Okay.
Or sorry, not 12. 14. And radiant damage is 11 for a total of 25.
All right. So you run up right behind him and you just fucking tag him in his back. And as you hit him, he goes sprawling forward and lands on his face and doesn't move.
Okay, I'm going to use my item interaction to grab him by the collar and hold him by the sword, hold him up with my sword, and use him as like partial cover for anyone else that might be in the area.
Okay. All right. Belden, it's your turn.
All right. So is that one guy still in the room?
No, he left the room. Cassandra went
There was
out.
only ever one guy.
Yeah,
I thought I saw two in the list.
No, just one. That I had fixed the list for everybody's name. That's why.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. In that case, I am going to change back into Belden. And let's throw a second level Cure Wounds on our down friend here.
Okay.
almost thought everyone forgot about it.
Nope. I was just really angry at the time.
All right. How much does that heal for? Or do I have to...
No, I'll give it to you in a
Okay.
second. 2d8 plus 3. Just double checking how many dice I had to roll. That actually is not too bad. You get 15 health back.
That's great. That's amazing. Can I stand up? Are we out of combat?
No.
All right.
Oh no, it's never that easy.
Can I ask, what floor was the room on?
The second floor.
Okay.
All right. If I have, let's see, how much movement was it? Like 5 feet to get to him?
Yeah, basically.
All right, then I am going to use the rest of my movement to head out into the hallway.
All right.
I'm
So you,
gonna find Cassandra.
all right. So you come out of the hallway. You can move another 5 feet, and then that'll be into your movement. You can see her about 15 feet away, and she's holding the body of the assassin in front of her, uh, with her sword in the other hand, as kind of like using him as a meat shield, basically.
All right. Well, I still have my mask on, so I'm in jester outfit.
Okay. Okay. You jingling?
Of course.
Jingle, jingle. All right. So, Tyr, you are able to get up now. So you stand
Half
up.
by movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have, what, 15 feet left? You can.
I mean, yeah, as a human, I think, yeah. Pretty sure I have 40 feet. If I'm a Minotaur.
Well, you're basically your Minotaur. You just look like a human.
Okay.
But yeah, you have whatever.
Is
20
anybody
feet
left
left.
in the room?
The only one that's in the room is with you is Ren.
I'm just gonna be like, what happened? To the Ren.
Yeah. You fell unconscious twice and failed to detect an enemy.
Man, I feel like I was on fire, and then my head hurts. Would I have been able to hear like most of the people run out? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna head out the front door.
All right.
Be like, all right.
So you head out the door. You get right, right to the right on the outside of the door.
Yeah.
So you're not blocking the door, but you're like right outside the door. And it'll be Ren's turn.
Yeah. So everyone's moving around the hallway, so
Don't forget my stuff.
I'll
It's my full play.
I'll grab her stuff and head out.
Okay. All right. So you, after you grab the stuff, you're able to move out into the hallway about 5 feet, right about the same area that Tyr is.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
All right. So nice. So Cassandra, you are holding this dude up in front of you, and you're peeking around him, and the door to your left opens up, and you get shot, or they're gonna attempt to shoot you with a blow dart. That's gonna be a 21 to hit, which I believe is going to.
Oh yeah. My
Um,
AC is 10.
yeah. So roll me
Did
a.
I
Wow.
not have
me a
an
con
action?
What do you want to do? I mean,
I was going to have I was going to hold an attack for when another enemy showed up.
okay. Well, you can't. Even if you see the door open, you can't see anybody in the doorway.
Yeah.
So you get stuck with the dart. They said make me a con save, Cassandra.
So I have to make a con save.
Yes, please.
It's only going to be 11.
All right. So this dart shoots out and hits you, and you start feeling real sleepy, and you just drop with this body drops on top of you. And as that happens, you see this head pop out of the doorway. Looks kind of like similar to the other assassin, with the hood over and its face covered up to its eyes. And if you want to try and make a attack roll, since you had held action, he is under almost 3/4 cover, basically.
Sharpshooter. I ignore 3/4
All right.
cover. Oh. I crit failed.
Okay. Roll me another attack roll.
That was sharpshooter. Do you want me to roll attack roll with sharpshooter again?
Yeah.
Okay, that's an 11.
All right. I don't think that's going to hit Belden. So, Belden, you see this arrow shoot past your face really fucking close and go down the hallway and stick into a wall.
I turn around and go, pointy object, bad guy, not me.
All right. So, head pops out, it pops back in, and then you see this thing. He throws this thing around the corner, and this looks like a ball, like a Q8 ball. Rolls down the hallway right about where Belden is, and Belden, make me a dex save.
Dex save. Gotcha. Oh, that's not good. Yep, that's a 7.
Okay. So you take 6 points of piercing damage as this thing explodes right in front of you. And
right.
it hits you with shrapnel. And then it is... Well, Cassandra's out. So it'll come back up to Belden.
All right, I've got a question.
Okay.
From the time I ended my shift to the time that we were woke up, did I get a short rest in?
Yes.
All right. In that case, I'm going to turn into a dire wolf.
Okay.
All right.
So he just turned into a direwolf and ran outside.
No,
Oh, no.
he's already out there. And he just shapeshifts into a dire wolf.
All right.
Before I do that, how far away is this guy?
So the door is probably about 10 feet away, the doorway.
Oh, okay. All right. Then I am going to launch myself at this thing.
All right, so you get to the doorway, and the room is completely dark. So you need to make a perception roll to be able to see him.
All right. As a dire wolf, I have keen hearing and smell. The wolf has
Okay.
advantage on wisdom saving checks
Okay.
for perception.
All right.
All right. That's okay. That is a 19.
All right, you don't see him. You smell the traces of where he was a second ago, but as you come to the doorway, you're looking in the room, and you don't see him at all. Because the room is pitch black.
All right. Which way does the door swing open? Just curiosity.
Swings in.
Okay.
Now, as you look in the room, it's kind of set up like the other room that you guys were in, but you can see 2 bodies on the floor.
Okay. I am going to, and Cassandra's laying on the ground right there, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to back up and stand
Snore.
over top of Cassandra
Okay.
and just hold my action, unless my action was to try to find them.
Okay. She's just snoring or snoozing away, for what it sounds like. Doesn't. Yeah, because you can hear really good, so you just know that she's asleep.
Oh, well, theoretically, I should be able to wake her. Well, I'm a dire wolf. I wouldn't know this. Never mind. I have an intelligence of 3.
Your
Yep, I'm
personal-
just going to stand
Your
there.
personality doesn't change.
Yeah.
You still
Okay.
have all your mental stats.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm just going to call her to wake.
All right. So you start pawing her in her face, like, stuff, and licking her and whatever, and she starts arousing. You start waking up, because Cassandra is, and you wake up to a warm tongue licking on your face.
Ah, not again.
That Well, the other time it was a tail, so.
Yeah. And and in your ear you hear this.
Ah, stop it.
He continues to lick your face. As a direwolf, you like the salty skin. So. All right, so building. So Tyr, it'll be your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna. Would I be able to see or hear the direwolf transformation?
Yeah, you're out there in the hallway. You've seen him transform into the direwolf.
And then who's next to me right now?
Ren.
Alright. I'm probably I'm like I might as well just take my mask off.
Okay.
Yep, and I'm just gonna can I pick up Ren?
He's standing next to you. It depends on him if he's gonna, like.
Well, I'm like a big minotaur, so I was just gonna like pick up Ren and then like run outside, and like kind of like with or without, Ren's.
Are you gonna run down the hallway and out of the hotel?
Yep.
Okay. Well, there's still an assassin in that room. I mean, you've seen the dart come out. You've seen Cassandra fall, and you've seen someone's hand
I
throw
thought we were
out.
outside.
No, you're inside the hallway of the hotel on the second floor.
This is all happening in the hotel.
Yeah. And then you seen him changing the direwolf, go to the doorway, sniff around for a little bit, and then go back and lick Cassandra's face. So.
All right. Well, I'll just go meet up with the direwolf, but I'll leave Ren just where Ren is.
Okay. So you get over by the direwolf. He just looks back at you, and he continues licking Cassandra's face. And she's waking up and like throwing her hands up, like stop.
I'm just kind of like alert, but other than that, yeah, that's about all I can do.
All right. Ren.
I'm going to go over there and try and find him.
Okay. So you run over to the room. Go ahead and make a perception roll.
Yeah, I got a 17.
Yeah, you don't see him either. The room is pitch black, and even if you have infravision, you can't make him out or anything.
With my main action, I'm going to light a torch and throw it in there.
Okay, so you throw it in there. It gives off some light in the room, but you still can't see him. You standing in the doorway still?
No, I'm going to move away. I only use 10 feet to move up there.
Okay, so you get out of the doorway. So, Belden.
Yes.
You feel a dart shoot out at you. Does a 13 hit in your direwolf form?
Nope. No, it does not.
All right. So dart shoots past you, and then a dagger flies out also. And that one is going to be a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
All right.
Do we see where this is coming from?
You just know it's coming out of the doorway. You can kind of, sort of, but you really don't. It's just coming from blackness. So
okay.
You take 7 points of piercing, and I need you to make a con save for me real quick.
All right. +2. So, that is a nat 1.
Ouch. All right. So you take 14 points of poison damage also because you crit failed. And it just happens to stick you like right where the corner of your eye. And you're like pawing at it, get the dart out, but it still did a good amount of damage to you.
Oh, he is not going to like me when I get a hold of him.
All right. And so then all you hear a window open, right? And you see a figure jump out the window. And right by the time people start opening the doors of their rooms and they poke out, and a lady screams, and then you hear footsteps up the stairs, and then it'll be Cassandra's turn. So Cassandra, you're up. You're awake. You're a little groggy, but you're still got your full mental faculties and stuff. You can stand up, push the body off of you.
All right, I'm gonna get up. Is Tyr near me?
Tyr? Yeah, he's
That should
right
be
there.
near. I thought it was near the wolf.
He's
Well,
still wearing his
right.
mask?
No.
No.
Put that thing on. Put the mask on.
Why does it matter? He turned into a wolf.
Because
Yeah.
we didn't buy our rooms as a minotaur and a wolf.
I'm
Yeah.
just a minotaur that showed up here.
Put the
And-
mask on.
This lady down the hall was like just standing in the doorway, just oh my god, a minotaur! And she runs back in the room and she's still screaming. She slams.
Yeah, it's like you've never seen a minotaur before.
And you hear all this furniture like start piling up against the door and shit. and the guards for the hotel come up finally around, and they're like, "What the hell?" It's still Cassandra's turn.
Hey
So.
guys.
All right, I'm gonna search the assassin that I did kill.
Okay. Looks like he's just passed out, but he's losing blood a lot. So
Well, I search him for any emblems or any contracts.
How many
Okay.
assassins are?
you start looking through all of his stuff, and you find, well, of course, you find daggers, and you fucking find the short sword he had in his hand. You find a couple vials of poison. You don't find any kind of like booklet or anything like that, but you do find this wicked looking like tattoo on his forearm. And the tattoo is the face of like a horned demon with like a snake wrapped around its horns and coming down its face, and the snake head is poking out from underneath its chin. And it has some writing on the bottom of it, but you can't make it out. It's nothing that you can. You don't know if thieves can, do you?
No.
Okay. Well, then you wouldn't be able to decipher it.
Tyr,
Yeah, what's up?
since you won't put on the mask, cut this man's arm off.
Okay.
All
I'll
right.
just pull the arm out from the elbow down.
Make an
would
attack
I be,
roll.
Would I be smart enough to offer this advice?
Yeah, you're
dude.
in character. Just say it.
Do you think we should copy how he looks to try to get some of the other assassins caught off guard? Somebody
good idea.
stealthy would have to do it.
Does it changes our physical forms, or it just changes how we look like?
I mean, it doesn't matter. You can just take his clothes.
Well, it
Basically-
doesn't matter.
It changes what you look like.
Okay, so
I
then
mean,
we
I'm
don't
still
really
gonna
need
chop
his-
his arm off though.
Yeah, chop his arm off.
Okay.
All right, make an attack roll.
That's definitely gonna hit by a lot. 24.
All right, so you were able to chop his arm off without doing anything else besides doing that. And when you do that, blood starts gushing out onto the floor, and you grab the arm, and the guards are like, "Yeah, by the gods, what in the hell are you doing?" And they
I like
run up
grabbed
and
the
they're
arm.
like,
I just grabbed the arm. It's like
he's like,
I'm just,
"What
like,
is this thing doing
flapping it
here?"
around.
And he's like gesturing towards Tyr. He's like, "Oh my god!" And he looks at the other guard and he's like, "Go get the night manager. Hurry up!" And the guy
Go get the
runs,
night manager.
runs down the damn stairs.
Who is right next to me?
You got Belden and Bran is not too far, and because you're all right there within about 10 feet of each other.
Am I like near the room at all?
Your guys' room? No, the room is about 20 feet away down the hall.
Is
at the end
is
of
the
hall.
door still open?
Yeah, it's still open.
Okay, can I run up there?
Yeah, you can run over to the room.
I'm gonna run over to the room. There's a window, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump out the window.
Here.
Okay. Make me a dex save. You jump out the window.
That's 18.
Okay. So you jump out the window.
I mean, it's
You
only
take
a second floor.
2 points of slashing damage as you just break through the window and the
Oh,
glass
yeah.
and all that shit.
Yeah.
You hit the wall on the opposite building and you just kind of slide down and land on your hooves in the alleyway.
Oh, good. This is
And
even better.
yeah. And
Do I
as you
still have
land,
movement, or
you feel this something tag you on the back of your head. Make a con save for me.
I have an ability. What is it for the barbarian? It's I just had danger sense. It says I get advantage. Should I get advantage on that?
It's
No.
deck saves you can see.
Well, no. It says it's. I think it's. Hold on. Let me read it again.
Yeah, it's deck saves you can see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Alright.
It's for like if you trigger a trap, you have advantage to dodge.
This is a con save. So.
How's 16 do?
All right. So you feel it hit you. You feel drowsy for a second, but then it kind of feels like the same way you felt earlier when you got hit. But then you stay awake. But at the same time, you get hit in the back. Also, but it misses you. And then you have you look around and there's an empty alleyway, but it's pitch black. You can make a perception roll to try and see if you want.
Isn't it supposed to be Belden's turn? After?
Yeah. I'll get to him in just a second. I just want to see if
Alright.
he notices anything real quick.
He knows he's going to be arrested by the fucking guards.
No, it's fine. It's fine. That's why I jumped out the window.
The outside leads to more guards.
No, that's fine. I'll get away. I probably should have said something, but it's fine.
All right, so you make a perception roll.
I rolled a 15, and then I think I have like 12 perception. I forget what that means.
Okay, so you rolled a 15. So you don't see anything in the hallway. I mean, in the
man.
alleyway. All right, so
Yeah.
back to Belden.
All right. Belden is going out the window of the first floor.
The
It was
first
like
floor.
one- Yeah, the
or
one the
whatever.
assassin went out of.
Oh,
Okay, that's the second floor. All right, so you
Oh,
run
it's
through the
like-
room. You're still in the direwolf form, right?
Yep.
All right, so you run out. You run through the room. The window is still closed, so you're gonna have to jump through the window and make me a deck save. You take
So the assassin jumped through the window and then closed it after him.
yes, because he's a badass assassin. So you take 4 points of slashing damage as you break through the window.
All right, let me jot that down. 4 points.
Mage hands could do it.
Was what does their dagger do? Was it slashing
64
damage?
plus 6.
Piercing.
Plus poison.
All right. So deck save out the window. That's going to be +2, so 21.
All right. So you jump out a window, break through it. You hit the wall across from it, and you bounce off of it, and you land on the ground down there. You can make a perception roll
All right. Let's do this.
at advantage since you have your schnoz, super schnoz.
Super Snodger, Snooper Earring. All right, that's not too bad. Let's see, Dex. God, I keep switching back to Belden instead of the wolf. All right, perception is a +3, so that's going to be a 20. 17 plus 3.
All right, so you don't see anything, but the alleyway is black, and you're sniffing around, you're looking around, but you don't see anything at the moment, or smell.
All right.
You can smell the scent of them. You can't pinpoint who's that. All right.
Am I in the same? Is this a different alleyway or?
Yeah. So
Man.
basically, your turn was what you did earlier. So we'll jump to Ren.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the room, pick up the torch, and throw it out the window, try and light up the alleyway.
Okay. So you throw it out the window, hits the wall, slides down, lands on top of a pile of junk, and ignites some stuff down there. So, Belden Wolf, you hear this behind you, and you hear this shh, and you look behind you, and this pile of like trash behind you is starting to ignite as you see a torch land on there. And as you do that, as that happens, you see not too far from it. Huh?
Do I see the assassin?
Yeah, I'm getting there. Okay, yeah, let me finish. Okay. He's going to see it first because he's down there right now, right? So you see this assassin not too far away from you, standing behind a trash can. Okay. Now, Ren, as you're looking, you see the assassin at about the same time as
I move my hunter's mark to him.
Okay.
Was throwing the torch the action?
Yes.
Okay. So he's hunter marked. I still have advantage to track him.
Okay. So, assassin's turn. He looks at the two of you, pulls out 2 daggers, and flicks both of his arms at the same time, chucking one at each one of you. So,
Against me, right?
no, this is the other alley.
Oh, okay.
So, Belden, 3, which is going to miss you, and let's see, 13 plus 9, that's... No, 13 plus. So that's a 19 to hit
It's
Ren. All right, so you take 5 points of slashing and make me a con save.
that is 16.
All right, so you take half of 7, so it's 3. As he hits you with a dagger in your in one of your shoulders or whatever, and then he turns around and he runs towards the end of the alleyway, and then he turns a curve and then he disappears. All right, Tyr, you're there. The assassin already took his turn at you, so it'll be Cassandra's turn.
Am I the only one standing in the hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
The
beat feed in different ways.
Everybody's just looking at you, and they're like,
Oh, that lady, she's pretty, but she's got a sword. It's kind of unnerving.
Yeah, I've got a sword standing there with an assassin's arm.
Yes. Guards just looking at you like, where the hell did they? Oh my god! And he turns back around and yells down, "Where are you at? What do you want to do?"
Well, I'm gonna heal myself
Okay.
with my lay on hands. And I'm just going to say... actually, I don't really have anything to say. I'm just going to stand there, look at my gown, and I'm like, and everyone wonders why it's just in sleeping in armor.
Where is your armor, by the way? Does Ren still have it?
Ran is carrying all my stuff.
So you could move to the room and start grab your crab back from it if you want. Yeah, movement.
Yeah,
All right.
somebody has to speak on behalf of the party.
Yeah.
So is the guard still there?
Yeah, he's standing right there. He's just like he's like a rent-a-cop. He's not really making any attempt to stop everybody as he runs because you're running the room. So eventually you have to come back.
Please do tell your other guard friends to not murder the direwolf or the minotaur.
He's like, okay, lady, but I don't think you're going to be staying here the rest of the night after the night manager gets up here.
Look, that's fine, but I'm keeping the hand.
He's like, hey, whatever. I'm not stopping you from keeping the fucking hand.
Okay, I'm just
By
going
that
to sit
time-
outside.
Yeah, about that time, the night manager and the other guard come up, and he's in like this suit because he's the night manager. He walks up and he's like, "My heavens, what is going on here? Oh my god, what did you do?"
Oh, what did I do? Like I attacked somebody in their sleep.
You're holding an arm, lady.
Yeah, but he is kind of serving a guild of assassins or demons. I'm not really sure.
He's like,
Look at him.
I don't give a fuck. What are you serving? Get the fuck out of my hotel.
Fine.
Oh wait, you still have your mask on, right?
No.
Oh, good, good.
He
See,
turns to
that's
the
the
guard and he's
point.
like, go get the housekeepers and clean this shit up now.
They're probably gonna
He-
realize though that our room's been trashed.
The
for
guard's
some
like,
reason.
hey, don't fucking yell at me there, Jack. I'm just doing my job. And he starts walking down the hallway real fucking slow. Like, God damn, I don't get paid enough for this fucking shit. God damn motherfucker. You
And
hear
then I'm just gonna go outside to the front of the place.
Okay. You barefoot too?
Yeah.
So you walk through the lobby, and of course, you know, they've got the dining area and all that stuff, and there's people out in there. And everybody just stops and just like follows you with their eyes as you walk out, holding a hand and a very large, beautifully bloodied sword in the other hand. And you walk out the front door. So
What's
as you
a
walk out,
woman to do?
so yeah, the only one that's left in combat here, unless actually, so it would be back up to Belden.
I'm the only one not in combat.
The only thing I'm going to do is jump down and try and track the guy that ran off.
Okay, so make me a deck save.
That's a 26.
All right, so you're able.
Success.
All right, so you jump over the edge, hop down the walls, land next to Belden, and get in there on the ground now. But it is Belden's turn. Belden, what you want to do, man?
All right, I'm going to attempt to do something.
Awesome. Tell me.
Well, I don't know how awesome it is. My natural inclination is just go running after the guy, but that's just not smart.
Okay.
So, keen sense of smell. Can I attempt to track this guy by smell?
All right. Make a survival with advantage.
Okay. How the hell do I track? Okay.
Survival.
So I use my survival?
Or does the direwolf get bonuses? Like
It's basically
in the
whoever's
show.
higher.
Yeah.
With the mental stuff.
Well,
All right.
that's wisdom, so that would be mental. That's a +3. Okay.
with advantage.
19.
Okay. Yeah. So you pick up this scent. As you run around the corner, you start sniffing and you catch it. You don't see him anywhere. Okay. But you start running off in that direction. So, Tyr, it'll be your
Yeah.
turn. So, yeah, you're looking around and everything, and you can make a perception roll to try and see this dude. Or
Okay.
what do you
Does
want
that
to
count
do?
as like a free action or what for the perception, or is that just free?
That's just me having you roll perception.
All right. Let's see. Does a 19 get me anything?
No, he rolled a nat 20. So you roll really good, but you're looking, and you just
Can
can't see him anywhere.
can I scream as loud as I can as a Minotaur and try to intimidate him and tell him to come out?
You could try.
Yeah. All right. Shit. I forget. I don't think I don't get advantage, right?
No, you sure don't.
Nat 20 though.
Nice. So you scream at him, "Come out!" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Nope, not gonna."
Oh,
And you can hear
come
that
on.
from way off in the distance, but you still don't see him anywhere. But the voice was out in the distance, so you're not. You have a direction you can kind of follow, but you don't see him anywhere. What you want to do? You can do that, or you can regroup with the group, or
I'm gonna chase after him. I have to. I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna light a torch. Do I have to roll anything for that?
no, you're not gonna be able to do that. You already did 2 checks. Basically,
Okay,
takes up your actions, but you can move. So
And alleyways.
you can get to
Yeah, I'm just
almost to
gonna
the
run
end of
out.
the alleyway.
I'm gonna run to like each point I see. Like, can I see anything?
Yeah, you see an alleyway.
No, I mean like anything in the alleyway.
Yeah, you see trash cans and stuff like that. But
Is it just like straight, just an alleyway to the other side?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna run through it.
all right, so you almost get to the end of it. It's kind of a long alleyway, but that's where you're at.
Okay, did I make it to the other side?
Not all the way. You're about 10 feet from the end of the building.
Okay, that's with 40 feet.
It's a big building.
Okay, just making sure.
All right, Ren, you are at the bottom. You're in the alleyway now. You see Belden take off, sniffing in the ground.
Yeah. I got a 23 survival to track the guy.
Okay. So you're right along with Belden, tracking him. You see, you can make out some smudge marks where his footfalls are. But you get about the same amount of distance. So you guys are kind of like really close, basically. You don't see anything in the alleyway. You can make me a perception roll if you want.
Oh, that's an 8.
Yeah, you don't see anything. But you are tracking what you can. All right. So, assassins' turns. They're going to do what they're going to do. And it comes back up to Cassandra. You walk out the front of the building and you look to your left and you can see the bushy ass of a direwolf and the narrow ass of an elf running down the road looking at the ground. sniffing.
I just looked to my
Oh.
right.
Wait. Did anyone hear me scream?
Yeah, everybody heard you scream, but
Okay, well then.
they're doing their thing
Okay.
too. So, but you heard that loud Minotaur scream also, Cassandra.
I looked
look
to my
here.
right. And I looked to my left. Nothing happening.
You can make a perception roll if you want.
Uh, 10.
You can see some people out on the roads, but they're just kind of like, now that you notice them, they're just kind of staring at you because you are a beautiful woman and you're out there in your nightgown with a sword and a hand in your hand.
Definitely
just-
sending mixed signals.
One guy tips his hat to you, ma'am, and he just kind of turns on his heel and walks the other way.
Bye, sir. Have a good day.
You do the same. Watch out for the guards.
Not working out very well.
I totally agree with you.
I'll go over to Ren.
Okay. Yeah, so you can dash and catch up to them. You catch up to them. They're sniffing the ground and following. Eventually, you guys lose the trail. The assassin disappears. And Tyr, you come out the other end over there. You look. You see some people walking, but you can't catch any scent, or you can't see anything. Even if you roll, he's gone.
All right. We should probably go because I still haven't put my mask back on.
Yeah. All right. So you put your mask back on, and you turn back into the finely dressed gentleman right in front of an old drunkard. And he's like, I used to be able to do that trick when I drink 3 bottles, but never seen a cow turn into a man before. It's new. He's like, got any money for some booze, fella?
No, go away.
He's like, it's always the cows. You never nice. The lizards are nice though sometimes.
Okay,
He
keep on
keeps
going,
talking
sir.
to himself.
Keep on going.
He's like, I'm in my spot. You're invading my spot. See this spot? And he points like right between his legs. This is my spot.
Really lucky I'm a good Minotaur.
Yes. Oh, Minotaur. I haven't seen one of those. Now I have. And
All
he
right, I'm
takes
just gonna
another
try to
swig.
ignore it. I'm just gonna try to ignore this person and try to talk to the other guys.
You see one other person across the road. Just
Oh, I haven't found anyone yet.
no, you. Like I said, the trail for the assassin is gone cold. You can't pick up any trail. Nobody's seen any assassin. You can ask the person across the street that's walking. If you want?
No, I'm gonna try to regroup with my group, right?
Okay. So you run along, and eventually you catch them on the other street, a little ways down. They're just sniffing around and looking for tracks, but they lost sign of him too, of the other assassin.
Hmm.
So Tyr joins back up with you guys.
Hey guys.
We are out of combat, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was fun and all.
Yeah.
Anyone
mean-
need healing?
Well, kind of. A little bit.
Belden will transform back into Belden and go, I think we need to go find some rest somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
I could use 30 points.
Just to let you know, Chapo.
Yeah.
After this incident, while I was walking around with Ren, I'm
Okay.
going to send my celestial warhorse to
Alright.
go back to Mawson and find Oral, who can speak celestial, and basically tell him that we've been ambushed by assassins, and we could use some military might.
Okay. All right. So your horse takes off. You guys find another inn, not too far off, before a troop of guards catch up with you guys. You get inside, you pay for a room, you head upstairs, and you get up in the morning. You're able to rest. What part of the morning, however long you guys want to rest or whatnot, without any more incidents. You get up. I don't know what time you guys want to come back down. By the time you get there, it's probably about 4 in the morning, so it's still dark out. You're able to rest. So about what time do you guys want to get back up?
Well, he said early morning, so 7.
All right. So you guys rest for another 3 hours. Basically a short rest. And whatever rest you guys got from before, I'll count it.
Do I regain health from a
What's
short
that?
rest? Do I regain health from a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much?
The combination should give you full health.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just say full then.
So, you all get back up, head down. The innkeeper kind of looks at you guys a little suspiciously, but doesn't say anything as you guys leave out. You head down to the government building, and about that time, a little bit before you get to the building, how long does your horse stay up for?
Doesn't say it requires sleep or needs to eat.
Okay, so it's just conjured until you dismiss it.
It's basically like Find Familiar. It's pretty indefinite.
Okay,
It's
so
just after a certain range, I just can't telepathically communicate with it.
all right. So I'm gonna give you guys a choice. I'm going to bring in 2 more characters of mine. And I will pick them out real quick.
Rev Jack and Kukio.
All right.
Aridin will come along if they
No.
need help.
No, I'll have my characters come in. Okay. So Kukio and Revjack show up. Let me get their sheets out real quick. So Kukio comes in and just in his garb, and Revjack comes in sporting his mithril plate, and they're both riding. Actually, Kukio's riding your celestial horse, having a fucking ball. And actually, does he have? No, he doesn't. He doesn't speak Abyssal by any chance, does he?
No,
Your horse? No? Okay.
he only speaks one language, and I can't choose common, so I chose Celestial.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so yeah, they show up, Kukio and Revjack, and they're like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Oh, just assassins. Politics as usual.
Can I add something?
Last time you added something, it involved us having to kill a couple people.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Before everyone woke up, I can I change how I look?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a scarecrow now.
You're a scarecrow.
I'm just laying there.
You're walking around as a scarecrow.
No,
I
I'm
think
just
he's
like
saying he
chilling out.
woke up before everybody else and changed into a scarecrow to fuck with people.
Ah,
Yeah, that's all
okay.
I'm saying. Yeah,
So,
but yeah, if we like go out on the town, then yeah, I'm just regular.
okay, I was gonna say because you want to wake up as and everybody sees a scarecrow, they're probably gonna try and kill your ass. Just saying. Until you're
yeah,
like,
no.
hey, I'm just me. Got what you're saying.
You haven't seen a scarecrow before?
The one that you're supposedly look like, probably not, and they probably wouldn't be happy with seeing it. So, Revjek's like, okay, well, lead on. We're here to help you.
All right. So basically, one more thing. Do either you know use the language of rogues?
Oh, Thieves Camp? That's Kuko? Yeah, I read that shit.
I give him the arm.
He's like, nice. So he looks at it and he says, demons daggers.
Sounds like a thief, an assassin's guild if I ever heard of one.
I believe
Sounds
you're probably
familiar.
correct.
Sounds like last night.
Yeah. What'd you guys get yourself into?
Oh, we were just invited to a nice time.
All right. Well, are we going there? He's pointing towards the government building.
Oh, yeah. And I have full intention of intimidating them and extorting them for as many resources as we want.
Okay.
After all, hiring assassins to kill ambassadors is incredibly, well, dubious, to say the least.
Totally agree. So they both say, lead on. We're here for you. For all you.
Belden will reach out and touch Cassandra's arm and look at her and go, I warn you, I feel a touch of flatulence coming on.
Revjack laughs. He's like, all right. That's probably a story we want to hear later, but let's get this going. So he's wearing Revjack's wearing his Frost Giant skull helm. So he looks pretty intimidating himself. Of course, he's pretty big human anyways. And Kukio, well, he's just wearing what he usually wears, but he has his ways. So you guys head up to the government building. And the guard up front kind of double takes. He's like, are you in your full armor and everything? Razzle dazzle? Oh. Okay. He's like, you're back.
Yeah.
He says, okay. He says,
ready for the appointment.
All right. I'll take you in. Takes you in. He says, hold here for a second. I'll go let the mayor know you're here.
Now, how about we go with you?
He says, no, it's not the way it works. Just hold here and I'll be back in a
You know what else doesn't work around here?
That wasn't a request.
Revjack is going to intimidate this dude.
Good, because I can't intimidate for shit.
All right.
I'll give you advantage.
Okay. All right, and the guys. All right, so Revjack steps up to him and says, "Look, you're gonna take us with you, or I'm gonna put your face through that wall, right there."
And we'll make sure everyone gets to see.
And he's like, "Okay, hey, I don't get paid enough to get my head smashed. Come on. So
it's good.
you guys head up the stairs, all 6 of you.
Good thing we didn't have to go to Plan B.
We're already on like Plan D.
Yeah,
So,
we don't want to reach Plan E because that's not going to be pleasant.
Plan elimination.
Was it out of character? I was gonna. I mean, actually, my charisma was like all right, but we could have like. I would have tried persuading, and then probably like someone change into him and go in. We made in.
I don't think it's the time for persuasion.
Okay.
Because if any of the guards know anything, it's that we probably should have been killed last night, so he probably wasn't expecting us. So the fact that he wants to go back alone is to tell the mayor to get the fuck out of here.
you want to roll insight on the guard?
Sure.
Okay. Are we all rolling?
Just
I don't have it as a skill. But I did get a modified 20 for it.
That'll work. So you can see that he's sweating just a little bit, but I think it's more because he just got intimidated by a guy that stands 2 feet above him and is almost as wide and with a fucking frost giant skull on his head. So, but he seems... The inflection of his voice seemed that he was telling the truth, that he's just doing his job. So he takes you up there, comes to a pair of double doors. He says, I got to announce you. Hold here for just a second. And he opens the door, and Rev Jack just grabs the door and swings it open. He's like, thanks for announcing us. And he fucking just like shoves the dude to the left, and the dude like skitters back on his fucking heels and actually lands on his ass, and he walks in.
Oh yeah, I'm following like I own the place.
So Revjack comes in, stands a little bit left of center of the desk, letting you stand in the middle. And as you walk in, Mayor's sitting behind the desk. He's a fat guy. He looks kind of looks like Danny DeVito, exactly like him.
So like me, only not fucked up in the face.
Yeah, but I guess so. Yeah. So, so he's sitting behind his desk, and he comes in. And he's like, "What the hell?" He's like, "You're not allowed in here, unless I let you come in here."
Well, consider us invited, since this is what we were supposed to be doing yesterday.
He's like, "Oh, you're the people from Mawson."
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of smug. He's like, "Come on in then. Let's talk."
Chapel, I'm gonna send you a message. I have an idea.
Okay.
So, what did you want to talk about? Something about trade routes?
Well, yeah. He says, "What does your city offer as far as goods?"
Well, I'm pretty sure Rev Jack here has a better idea of what we entail.
He's like, "I sure do." He says, "Well, we make these," and he pulls out his meteor hammer, and he drops it on the fucking dude's table, and just with a loud clang. You see, I make these. They're made to smash little fucks like you that think you can try and kill my friends. And he's like, whoa, I didn't do that. And he reaches over, grabs the dude by the head, lifts him up, and sits him on the table. He says, "Shut the fuck up, before I fucking kill you." He says, "You ever fucking try and assassinate my people when they come to this town, I will fuck you into the ass of an elephant. Do you understand me?" And he's going to roll intimidation.
he
I'm
just-
not gonna help with that
Eric?
actually.
Man, was he just carrying that the whole time?
Jack's a big dude. Tried making monsters for the fucking guy.
All right. So Revjack gets a 17 and the dude gets a 2 on his opposing roll. And he's like, you start smelling something, of course, and you see the front of his pants fucking wet. And he's like, and he puts his hands up and he's like, look, and he's like, nothing you're going to say at this moment is going to change my mind of what I think about you. But I'll tell you something right now. And he grabs him by the head again, walks over to the window, smashes it open with his fucking left fist, and fucking dangles the dude outside the window. He says, you see that? And he actually moves the dude's head to look down. He says, that is death waiting for you on that ground. You understand me? And about that time, fucking 12 guards run in the room. And he's like, and he looks back over and he's like, if I was you, I would leave right about now. Yeah, he's going to try and intimidate those dudes too.
I'll give you advantage with that.
All right.
Even just the 5 of us here could probably take all of you on.
Yeah, you got a
Sure.
20. You got a 22 on this thing. And they're all like, and they look around and they look at you guys and they're like, okay. And they walk out. Except for one dude, he's big and he thinks he's bad. And he's like, nah, not gonna happen. He starts walking over to Revjack and fucking he's like, oh, we have a customer. Revjack puts the dude on the ledge where he's holding on to the ledge and lets go. And fucking walks over and kicks the dude in the fucking chest.
19 to hit.
Are you hitting him?
Yeah, sharpshooter, 24 damage.
Okay.
Well, we're just killing guards now.
Oh, don't worry, I'll bring them back.
Okay, so you tag this dude. Where you want to tag him?
The knee.
All right.
Wow.
So Revjack's walking over to kick this dude, and fucking Ren just whips out an arrow, just and that shit just knocks out. It's sticking out the other side of his knee. And he's like, ah! He falls to the ground. He's like, fuck! What the hell? Yeah, he's trying to still be big and bad and shit. And Revjack just comes over and just smacks him. Wow! Right in his face, and he gets knocked out. And he's like, he looks over you guys, is like, I'll be right back. And he walks back over to the ledge. You're still there, huh? He's like, yes! Pull me back up, please! And he grabs him dude by the head. He says,
Actually,
are we going to have...
I'm gonna actually look through the desk and search for any of those dagger contracts.
Okay. So, make an investigation roll for me.
Can Kukio do this instead?
Yeah, Kukio will look over in this shit.
Because I'm gonna roll such shit.
Yeah, Kukio got a 25. So Kukio starts looking around, and he starts doing some shit around. He's like, here it is. It's and he's like, here we go, money. He pulls out this like hidden drawer, drops it on the desk, and it's got a bunch of different parchments. And one of them actually is a correspondence with the demon daggers, or whatever the hell I called them. And it's saying that your contract will be fulfilled when the targets reach town. Send word, and we'll take care of it.
Well, there it is, Revjack. And I'll just throw the arm of the guy beside the contract.
He's like, really? And he looks back over the dude, and the dude's like, And he's like, okay, okay, okay. And he's like, too late. And he fucking flings the dude across the room to hit the fucking wall. And he just slides down. He walks back over to the dude, puts his foot on his neck, and he says, "You're going to give me exactly what I want, aren't you?" And he's like, yes, yes, I'll give you what you want. Or whatever you want. He's like, that's what I thought. So he picks the dude back up, sits him in his chair really fucking hard, and he says, Cassie, it's yours from here.
No. I think I don't really want to do any more with him.
He's like, well, I'm not the diplomat. He said, that's my diplomacy. Cookie was like, I'll take care of it. He said,
Well,
you guys...
I'm just like looking at the two and I say, do we really want to have our town tainted by this mayor's activities and dealings with our town?
Cookie was like, not really, but we do need commerce coming into the town.
Okay,
We can
I'll sit-
safeguard.
I'll sit with you.
So he starts listing off shit to the mayor, and the mayor's like, okay. So you guys leave with a 5-to-2 ratio as far as what money you'll get back. We'll get 5 gold pieces versus their 2 for the next year. And he'll make sure that convoys or caravans start rolling through the town to pick up goods and bring them back out to the shore. He also brokers a building that will be leased to us here as a warehouse down by the shore or the docks or whatnot. And he says, anything else? And you guys can think of anything else? Safe passage. He says, safe passage for any of the people from Mawson or the caravans that come from Mawson. He's like, okay, fine. He says, I don't want to send Revjack back up here. Okay?
Honestly, I don't want anyone from Mawson being sent up here.
He says, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. He reaches in his bag of holding. He pulls out a pair of sending stones. He drops one in the dude's desk. He says, this is the way we're going to convey communication, or we're going to have communication. He says, if I have any problems, I'll come visit you. You don't want me to come visit you. He says, trust me, you don't. And he's like, fine, just okay. All right. Cookie's like, oh, and I'm going to contact your governor about this too. We'll see what happens then too. And the dude's like, oh.
So I'll be needing these, and I take the arm and the contract.
Okay.
Give them to Cookio.
He'll wrap him up in a cloth and shit and stuff him back in his pouch. No worries. He says, "Oh, do you have a teleport circle in this town?" He's like, I think, yes, the Mages Guild has one. Says you'll have to talk to them. I have no idea how that works or anything." He's like, all right, works for me. And Rivjack's like, all right, I guess we're done here.
Thanks for coming along.
Not a problem. So you all head out. It's still probably about 2 in the afternoon. And a merchant comes up to you guys about an hour after, if you guys are still hanging around or whatever. And he says, hello. He says, I am Vizio. I was told to speak to you about a caravan going to your town that we've never heard of, but
Well, we are heading there. Do you need an escort?
he says that would be actually be great. He says I have a variety of goods from Melodez and one of the other towns down there that I can bring into town, and whatever wares you have, I can bring them back here and sell them. He says he says I'm not the best man, but I am fair with my prices. And if you want to roll insight, you can. Or anybody can.
18.
All right. Yeah, he seems pretty honest. You see that he's not decked out in a bunch of jewelry and shit. He wears just regular clothes, but they're well made. And he does have another pair of guys with him. They just look kind of like bodyguards, but they're not like staring you guys down or anything like that. He says, I'll give you a fair price. I understand you get 5-2 from the mayor. He says, but maybe we can work out a deal ourselves.
I think that's something you should deal with the more proper representatives of Mawson, or the mayor himself.
Ah, okay, that sounds good. He says, well, my caravan should be ready within about half an hour. Would you be ready to leave then?
Most certainly.
Okay. He says, I'll meet you outside of town.
I'm gonna look to Thierry and Ren. I say, so are you guys heading? How are you gonna get to wherever you came from?
I'll figure it out.
All right. So you feel movement in one of your pouches, and Ren, you feel movement in one of your pockets. And as you pull out this piece of paper, it says one-way ticket to wherever the fuck you were on it. It's got a picture of Juvie on the front of it. And you read the fine print, and it says, you read the fine print, and it says, just rub the face of Jubei 3 times and say there's no place like home, and it should work.
I put the in between my hands and I rub my hands together.
All right. It doesn't work. You got to say the words.
I say the words as I do it.
I was trying to get you to say it. All right. So, yeah. So you fly through the air, just the same way you appeared there. You shoot through the air, and then you end up right where you were before, exact same spot. Except the deer are not there.
It was dryads.
Oh, dryads. Sorry. Yeah, they're gone.
Tyr now hates the dark and assassins.
And with that, half an hour goes by. I don't know if you're going to travel with them, Tyr, for right now, or if you're going to shoot back. But half an hour goes by. Caravan, you guys beat the caravan outside of town, and you all ride back to Mawson without any incident. You get into town, and people are really happy to see a caravan, and they start. Some of those stores start talking to the caravan dude, and he's like, "Oh yeah, they start working shit out, and all that'll be handled outside of the game." So that is what I got for tonight. Any questions?
Nope.
For the Minotaur, this is just about like the Minotaur. Can I use the horns as like a extra or like a bonus, like an action to like knock them over and then attack? Do you know?
You should be able to use a shove attack. I would.
You-
That
Yeah,
would
but
work.
I think it goes with the horns.
Well, you have
I
a
don't know.
gore. I think you have a gore, and then I don't know.
And then
I haven't read it, so I'm not really sure. But if it says it in it, then you should be able to do it.
It's usually
Okay.
attack first, then effect. So if you have an attack and a knockdown, it's usually you have to hit with attack that causes a knockdown. It depends on how it's worded.
uh,
Well, one of us will read it up, and we'll get back to you on it, I guess. All right.
Right,
So with
I think-
that'll be the end of the game. Thank you all for showing up. So if you guys have nothing else, then I'm going to stop the broadcast. All right.